We're stepping into the grapevine on a Tuesday morning. Yes, indeed. The final grapevine in the month of September 2025. Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life, love gist, and everything in between. This is the grapevine. Once again, for those who are just tuning in for the first time, you are in the right place. Apologies for starting a couple of minutes behind time. It's just that we wanted to make sure that the soup we're cooking was well done and ready for you to consume and enjoy as well. My name is Ayokunmi. Thank you all so much for being here with us this morning. Interactive session is on the cards. That means that you get to share the spotlight with us. Get your front row seats to everything entertainment, gisting, table shaking, all the gossip, all the hot tea that will be spilled all over the place this morning. WhatsApp and YouTube are up and running. WhatsApp number is 0911 999 0981 0911 999 0981. That is the WhatsApp number. YouTube are streaming live at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can leave your comments there. Trust me, we want to hear from you on all we'll be discussing this morning. And by we, I mean yours truly, and of course, the one and only Irabor. 1 trillion. Zeros just keep adding up. Irabor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ayo. Amen. I claim the zeros in pounds specifically.
Man, you're made in that case. Just imagine a trillion in pounds.
Yes.
Hey, oh boy, let's imagination not
There will be no poverty or hunger in the world for sure.
I'm telling you. I'm very magnanimous, so I'll do a lot of giving, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's begin our walk into the grapevine this morning. I don't even know where to start exactly because a number of things are just looking at me, staring at me right in the face. I think let's begin on a presidential level here, not Nigerian presidential, but American presidential level. Talking about Barack Obama, former U.S. president. Now, he's been opening up about the challenges that he and his wife Michelle Obama have had throughout their marriage. The 64-year-old former president who previously dispelled rumors, he said, no, nothing is going on. Dispelled rumors that he and Michelle were getting divorced. He discussed their relationship during an interview at the O2 Arena in London. And he said, he was digging himself out of the hole that he found himself in with Michelle. Now he's on level ground, or about level ground. Even President Seth is going through some things, Terrible.
So let me just preface this by saying anything I'm talking about, my own opinions are my opinions. I'm not forcing anybody to, go by my way of life or anything. So it's just Irabor Okosun's opinions. I've never been married before. I have been around people that have been married. I mean, my parents have been married for, I don't even know how many years again. I mean, they've had their own challenges, my uncles, my aunties, everybody. So nobody is going to be free from issues in life. You're going to have to deal with it. That's where maturity comes in. But where I have an issue is we don't have the information as to what the problems with Michelle and Obama are. We don't have the information. So I'm just going to randomly speculate. It could be menopause on Michelle's side, because when I did research, they don't really handle it properly over there compared to here, just like with the fibroid situation. Over there, they think it's like, oh, but here, they even travel down to come and, do operations and all that. So that one aside. Now, you first say, oh, nothing. Then you come back and say something. So we understand that point of the politically inclined couple, they're a public, couple, they're public figures in their own right, So yes, you have to kind of save face, because I saw the podcast, which again to me is cringe AF, the podcast with Michelle and her brother, the podcast episode with Michelle, her brother, and Obama. You would know that there's just some level of dysfunction. And I think Michelle hasn't really processed certain things in her life that when you watch the podcast, you'd see certain things that she says. Imagine like when she was talking about her father, she mentioned that the father, after going out to work and, slaving and everything, will come back, and she was expecting her father to also come and be, doing some house chores. And I was just like, okay, I don't have an issue with men doing house chores, but I'm saying the time then and the whole arrangement, as she mentioned it, she now having an issue with her dad, even while the man provided. Like, it just, you would kind of just see some cracks here and there. Now, to the main matter, The reason I mention all this is to give you the main matter. I don't think that she understands or she understood what she was signing up for as a wife, like for President Obama, what it means to be a president, what it means to actually stand by him, what it means in the long run, post-presidency. Because why is the first lady doing a podcast to begin with, if you would ask that question? What are you trying to achieve? You have reached the highest echelons any human being can think of. It's like Patience Jonathan now wanting to do podcast.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But like, you would wonder why. I mean, if it's a podcast for something specific, something that is going to move the needle for something specific, like world hunger, something, fine, maybe. But nah, I don't think that she understands. And the man has to contend with, Michelle being a woman at the end of the day, because he can't divorce her. His public image is tied to the marriage because they are the epitome of Black excellence, epitome of Black couple, epitome of everything. So if that marriage breaks up, I'm sure that the percentage of people that will just not believe in love or believe in power couples ever again. So I don't understand what is going on. And with all these people, they never really give you the context to even get you to say, oh, okay, it's because of this. That's why this is happening. But again, yes, we know that there are certain things going on with them. I don't think it's a cheating situation. I don't think he cheated, because if that ever happened, we know, just going by racism and just going by enemies, that story would have been broken long way before this our episode on Grapevine. So I don't
most
think
likely something else was going down.
It's probably compatibility issues. I really don't know. So again, it just goes to show that people should not revere celebrities so much and literally see them as human beings, because they are human beings. They're not perfect. Remember that those times when rappers and even people go, I want that Jada and Will love. We're not hearing anything like that again now. Do you understand? Before Will Smith to go and slap a rapper or slap a singer now for just even mentioning Jada's name, not even in his close proximity. So I really wish them well. Marriage is definitely not easy. I know this, even as I'm not even in the institution. I can see it clearly, which is why we're still single. We're still trying to just pray to God, doing everything so that, okay, make we just shall get the best possible, person at the end of the day. So again, let's see how the story unfolds.
Let's see how this story unfolds. I mean, when I saw it the first time, I was like, so even Barack and Michelle are going through a couple of things. I mean, I would.
Oh,
I would
no, they know they satisfy women. Forget that one. No matter who you are.
At the same time, Mira, but what if it's Barack that has the issues? I mean, we don't know. We're not privy.
No, he's not the one. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when a man goes through some of these things, like the men like Obama, that's what I'm trying to say now. Obama is not doing podcast now. Obama is just going to do some speaking engagements here and there, show up for the Democratic Party, do what he needs to do. But like, there's no need for podcasts. Like, again, now as I'm saying this, some people are like, we are trying to control our life. Even she too, there were some quotes that I saw. What is all this about? What are we doing? Where are we going? Like, I'm like, madam, what else do you want again? What else do you want? The man even said, if you were not going to be in on this, he would not run for presidency. So, waiting again, you want. Do you get what I'm saying? Waiting, what do you want? Because there's so much at stake that even if you want, well, like I said, it's my opinion, let's just move on.
Let's move on. Let's take a quick break here. When we come back in, we'll continue the conversation. A couple of more things that we need to talk about. Eniola Badmus being one of them. Don Jazzy is in the news, and huge numbers when it comes to new artists and so on and so forth. Irabor is going to give us some clarity on those matters and a whole lot more. Here on The Grapevine, this is Smooth 98.1. Don't go anywhere.
What should they do? What should they do with podcasts?
Say everybody now must have a podcast by force by fire. If you don't have a podcast, you are dulling. Me say I want to do podcast. I never figure out, but I want to do podcast too.
We can do podcast. Baba, there's a certain level you will get to. and the positioning of that level, podcast no go there your purview now. Why should never go do women empowerment fellowship like
Is it women empowerment fellowship? Ah, goodness. She has time, Sha. I mean, after presidency, what else to do? She has time on her hands. Should be Jada too, they do podcasts now.
And Jada can do there are levels to this now. Jada, I mean, in terms of levels, Jada no get levels reach Michelle now. Do you understand my point?
Well, that's valid.
Liam Hemsworth no get, Chris Hemsworth no get levels reach Henry Cavill now. When he took on the role of Henry Cavill, people wanted to kill him on social media now. Levels day now.
And the thing is, most of these podcasts are like, what exactly is the point? What's the point of all these things?
Yeah, what is she doing? I mean, and he still has to come out and still make it that, oh, Nahin, they fuck up.
The cross that some people have chosen to carry.
Like you marry person, she be first lady. Wow. Even Steph Curry wife, they go on podcast, they talk anyhow.
And the thing is, it seems like from all indications, Steph is fine with it too.
No, he's not fine, bro. See, he's not fine. But you know how this thing they work now, because in the public eye, he no feel react. Sure, you understand the way he want react.
May God help all of us. Last. All right, you're welcome back into the Grapevine on a Tuesday morning here on Smooth 98.1. The Smooth Breakfast is in full flow. You know how it is. Yours truly is Ayokunmi and Irabor Okosun also with me on this one, the one and only Irabor 1 trillion. Yes.
Yep.
We're taking a look at what's going on in the entertainment space. You get to join us as well. Hey, weigh in on the issues. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear your perspectives. Let's hear how you feel. WhatsApp, YouTube, they're all up. They're all running. WhatsApp number 0911 999 0981. 0911 999 0981. That is the WhatsApp number. We're on YouTube as well, streaming live at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Leave your comments in the chat box there. Definitely, I'll be getting to your messages and letting your thoughts out into the open. Now, that's in a good way. All right, Irabor, let's stay in the US of A. Metro Booming was in the news a couple of days ago, where a federal jury last Thursday found him not liable in his civil sexual assault case after nearly a year of litigation. And definitely he's feeling more than relieved.
So when I saw this story, I was reading that they bonded over, personal trauma. So she lost a 9-month-old son. He just left a long-term relationship and everything, and this happened in 2016. If I recall correctly. So now, you know me very well, Ayo. I will, I can never condone certain things in this life. Number one, underage anything, 0 for me.
Off the table.
Number 2, rape. I don't even want to hear it. Do you understand? I don't even want to hear the level of conjugal that caught you. I don't care. I don't want to even hear it. So those things are too sensitive for me. Now, another thing that I cannot also condone is false accusations of rape too, as well. Now, the jury, they've come to a conclusion. They said he didn't do it, or based on evidence, they've left the guy to go. No problem. Now, what do we need to put in place for people who falsely accuse people of rape? whether man, whether woman. That punishment needs to be instituted, and it needs to be very, very severe.
Mm.
That if somebody wants to now try to cash grab or anything, they will think twice,
Yeah.
because they know that more. If I mean, I know full well this is wrong. I'm just going to try and cash grab, try and play victim, try and do this one or two. If they catch me, it's either 30 years in jail or life. I don't know something. You know, maybe the
Something
same.
severe enough to
Yeah,
deter
something
them.
severe enough to just deter them. Something that is so severe, in fact, it's more severe than the actual rape charges and punishment. So I was thinking about it. I said, so this story just will die there. Nothing will happen to the chick. Or let me even say person before they now say I'm trying to make it about women. Like nothing will happen to the person in question who accused this person. Because this guy is a black guy. He's in the hip hop entertainment business. You know how they will quickly and easily want to even just carry these people and throw them in jail. So again, race is against him. So it's not a case of, they just did wuru to the answer, white guy, they just let him go. No, they would have convicted this guy if truly, truly, truly it were true, you know.
Yeah.
So, now, what is going to happen to this lady or this person? Nothing. And there's this movie on the Red Pill. What's the name of this movie? Brian Banks. Yes, Brian Banks. Starring Aldous Hodge, if I recall. This guy's life, majority of his youth was wasted because a lady who he didn't even have any interaction with, who he didn't even rape, who he didn't even touch. I think the girl liked him, he didn't like her or something. Then the girl now went to go and say, a white girl now went to go and say he raped her. And that's how Baba went to jail. And the girl later now confessed that, she lied and nothing happened to the girl. Meanwhile, the guy's life don't scatter. So I'm attacking this topic from that angle where there are so many stories we see from Shannon Sharp to every other celebrity that we've seen. Even what's the name, Jonathan Majors,
Even
to
even regular people, if you go on
regular
X, I
people.
mean, so many
Right?
different stories at different times.
I know we all have our issues. Women have their issues. Men have their see. Do you know that sometimes I've actually started refraining from even extending a hand just to random people, especially women. Like I remember entering an elevator last 2 weeks or so. I saw the woman enter, only the woman. Baba, I waited though. I don't enter. My mind, I just didn't enter. And me sometimes because I've been very sensitive of the spirit since last year when they stole my laptop. When I went for a premiere, my spirit was telling me, Irabor, you don't normally keep your laptop, in the car like this. I said, man, I need to go and see one client quickly, Jerry. Let me just go and see this client quickly. By the time I came back, they don't break my windshield, carry my laptop. So anytime when I just have this feeling of something, I respond to it quickly. So my spirit just said, guy, don't enter this elevator with this lady. And I just stayed there. She's like, are you not coming? I said, no, don't worry. I'm waiting for somebody. And it passed like that. Do you get? So I think we need to put those laws in place to correct these things so that even if somebody is going to come out and risk it, we want to ultimately at least believe to a point that, okay, this person is. And, again, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm happy that Metro Boomin, has been set free because Baba, I can't imagine how much he would have lost because people would not want to even touch him with a 10-foot pole because those situations are very, very sensitive. If you're seen associating with, remember Chris Brown that time now, nobody even wanted to see Chris Brown, at a point. So again, I'm happy, Sha. This is a win for, those types of situations.
Well, as you said, Irabor, I mean, there needs to be consequences to action, and I think it's because there is no particular law or penalty for people who accuse another person falsely. I think that's just what else gives them the goal to go down that road, and
I
in
say,
the process, lives are destroyed. Just accusations, they destroy lives.
see, look, I'll share a personal story of mine. So when I was in GSS3 to like SS3, like I was always constantly accused of stealing in my house. Me, I know I
Oh
didn't do it.
wow.
Me, I know I didn't do it. Do you understand? So that's why I'm very, very particular about apologies and you doing it correctly, not just, throwing your hand. Eventually, when they caught the person, there was no apology, like nothing.
As
Do
if
you
nothing
understand what I'm saying?
happened.
As if nothing happened. So imagine like the trauma of a young boy having to go through life and still not have to figure out that, okay, these people may be like this. Not like they hate you, they don't hate you, but you still have to like self-soothe on your own at the end of the day. And that one was even family. Do you get? So imagine now this guy now in this situation, he has his own family, his reputation, everything in public. My own was an isolated situation. Now my isolated situation can even now spread into something else where and I become a thief. Says, okay, since they thought I was a thief, let me go now and be stealing. Or let me go like I could have gone to drugs, I could have gone to this. It's the grace of God at the end of the day. So that's why when people do certain things, like that, this Metro Booming situation is very, 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 very serious. But because now, man, they go just, but it's a serious thing. It's as serious as somebody raping a lady. It's as serious, you know. But now the society where we live.
Hmm. Things need to change one way or another. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it definitely has to change. Those false accusations, like I said, if you go on X on a regular, you will see all sorts of different people. In fact, there was a case that it kind of came up again recently about a young man a couple of years ago. He took his own life over these accusations. It was ridiculous. I think
Wow.
he became a pariah or something, and he couldn't take it anymore. He took his own life. At the end of the day, it turned out that she just accused him falsely, and nothing happened to her. At the end of the day, nothing. So just imagine that. So as a people, we definitely need to do better. Talking about doing better, let's talk about Auntie Eniola Badmus. Yes, she's in the news, but not for the right reasons. She's come under massive fire over photos of herself allegedly speaking at the United Nations General Assembly, aka UNGA. Now, it's reported that the aspiring politician, via her Instagram page, shared photos of herself at the UNGA event, expressing gratitude at speaking at the event. That was on her caption. Now, a lot of people flooded her comment section, calling out the untruths and fake lifestyle, as they noted how the photos she shared online were actually from the Nigerian embassy, not from UNGA. Irabor, why do we keep doing things like this?
Do you know the funny thing? When I saw that post, you know when you just see something like, no, that's not real because I didn't even see any delegation. I didn't see any this thing. I didn't see anything. It was just you in front of the whatever. Now, she most definitely has the hunger for clout. We can't even doubt that. Because why would you go through that process, especially when you're the SA2 or the SSA to the speaker of the Federal Republic on creative economy and tourism, whatever it is she has. You already are winning. Why do you need to do all that again? It's like the case of this guy, Fego, the Office of the Vice President's former essay to creative economy. Like, what? Now, I see again. I really don't know. I really don't know the aim of all this. Is there like a forum where they mark scripts or cloud script? I don't know. I really don't get it. Why are you doing it?
I mean, if you're in that position, you need to pepper those who are not now.
It's not okay. Pepper those by doing the work.
That's too
Do the
much now.
work.
Do the work. That's too much work now to do the work. Why do
Do
the
you know
work when you can just
you
swim
know
now?
it is fun. Do you know it is fun doing the work that you love, like the work that you love. It's fun. Oh, they now be paid for it again. On that level where you're exposed to. You know, I've said it several times. Me, there's a level of something that we reach that before you will see me, you only see me if I'm doing the work or doing good. After that, what am I chasing clout for? Well, Baba, I don't know. When I saw the story, the thing just weak me. It just weak me. Somebody at that age, if she wasn't 16 now, like Pella them, I mean, I was okay, well, maybe, I don't know, whatever. But
Youthful
nah,
exuberance.
nah. That's somebody's auntie.
Hmm. Well, it's going to be interesting how the comment section plays out. And it's not the first time somebody do something that's ridiculous is the word to actually
You can
use.
say the word. You can say the word, Ayo. You can say the word.
Ridiculous is fine. Let's stick with ridiculous. I think that's fine to use right now. All right, very quickly because we're actually out of time, but I want to talk about Tyler and Tiwa. She was excuse me, she was on a podcast, and you remember the whole issue with Tyler and the comments over her being colored not being colored, black or not being black on the Breakfast Club, and that caused a lot of what's what I'm looking for? Caused a lot of controversy, with the American public. Well, Tiwa Savage kind of apologized on her behalf, stating that she's like a bigger sister and all that. Tyler said, "I didn't send you to apologize. So I'm not sorry, not sorry about what I said." Very quickly, Irabor, your thoughts on this one?
I don't know if you remember in 2019, when Tiwa had an incident with Charles and Azodo, where Tiwa was talking about respect is earned, blah, 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 this and that. Charles was saying, you see elders, you have to greet them. Now, today, this is something so unsolicited that Tiwa is going on Breakfast Club to say, as the elder in my culture, when people make certain wrong, this thing, we step in. Who sent you? You have not even figured out your life, finish. You are there looking for billionaire. You don't even know who you are. You don't know what you are.
They don't even
And
have
you
the
are
same
coming to
cultures to
step in.
start with.
You are coming. Which culture? Did she go through colored situation in South Africa? Does she know what it means to be called colored during the apartheid period? In fact, till today, it's still safe. So I don't understand what's going on with Tiwa. This media tour / I don't know, trying to. Okay. I wish her luck, but I love what Tyler did. Standing on yourself, like saying, I didn't send you, I didn't ask you. Because all this body that everybody's trying to do in Afrobeats today, mean say when you talk nonsense, I won't clear you. So yes, Tiwa was wrong. Tiwa was wrong, completely wrong. I love what Tyler did, and in fact, I have huge respect for Tyler now. Like I was just indifferent about Tyler, but now she has a spine. I mean, that other whining is good, but she also has a spine for what is right.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess you can say the whining actually helped develop that spine, Irabor. I mean, we can say that. We can say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Uh-uh.
All right. Tayo on WhatsApp says, Tayo is in Nigeria at the moment. He says, and you're not supposed to collect more than 2 portions of rice. Please, when are we doing our own podcast? I get plenty of questions to ask. No, ask me whether it makes sense. We'll find out on that particular day. And then see, I'm actually glad Tayo is asking this question because I was thinking of it, but I said, let me keep my thoughts to myself. Tayo says, Irabo, what are you eating? I said, let me keep my thoughts to myself on that one. I'll put
What
that
am
to
I
one
eating?
side. Yes, because it sounded like you were eating something at some point.
Oh, no, 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 no. Sometimes when I wake up with, a mouthful of grace and gratitude. So
So your boss eating grace and gratitude. I hope that answers your
grace and
question.
gratitude. Sometimes you just have so much, like you just want, yeah. So it
Mm,
sounds, yeah, yeah, yeah,
mm.
yeah. No, 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 no. That's what it is. Eating, in this Nigeria today, that's what they talk.
Okay. He then says, Metro is supposed to sue back. I call it aura for aura. I hope that P Square fellow follows up with his own allegation against him. Let's test this law. I actually agree. He definitely, that's rude boy. That allegation against him that was made on X by one, what's that name? Chubby Diva or something. I can't remember her name specifically. And I
Mm-hmm.
heard that she's been smuggled across the border to escape justice. I mean, people can't keep doing this, era, but making these allegations
Bruh,
and feeling like nothing's gonna happen. Really
bruh,
can't.
bruh. Hmm. See, God deal, I swear. May God protect us all. I'm not even saying for men only, like everybody. It's a crazy
Everybody.
world. It's a crazy world we live in. You have to be watchful. Hey, God. Oh. That's why they say pray without ceasing.
Mm.
Never stop praying. As you are staying like just the kabash they go because you never know where enemy they are. Okay, now. It's all right.
And on that note, we need to wrap it up on the grapevine for a Tuesday morning. Thank you for keeping up with us, and thank you so much, Irabo, for cracking us up as always.
Pleasure
Share some
always, my
grace.
guy.
Share some grace with us as well. We said want to eat some grace and
No, no,
gratitude.
no problem, no problem. It's just
Uh-huh.
about waking up around 12 a.m. and praying to 3 a.m. Then you will get it. It's simple.
Do take care of yourself. Have a great Tuesday, man.
You too, man. Take care.
All right, cheers. Once again, thank you all for keeping up with us on the grapevine and sticking to Smooth 98.1 Love Music, Love Life. It's a Tuesday morning, great music coming your way on the Smooth Breakfast. My name is Ayokunmi. Don't go anywhere.